The eternal question. Does God exist? Well, according to Edward Meyer, as he states, fundamentally, God is an invention of the human being, respectively, of the human brain, whereby, in the human being over millions of years, the imaginary divinity has been inherited in a form of schizophrenic, epileptic delusion and has established itself in the temporal lobes as well as in the parietal lobes. Religious experiences which arise thereby constitute forms of schizophrenic delusion and are the result of a genetically inherited religious belief. So, what Edward is saying is that God is man-made and God doesn't exist. If there isn't a God, then how did the Big Bang, universe, stars, planets then life forms begin? There has to be some never-ending eternal power to bring forth things into existence. What could replace God and revert people's mindset that God is a delusion and we've been brainwashed for most of Earth human history? Religious people or even people who are not religious still believe in an afterlife, but I think this is due to a child's upbringing, especially mainly in the Christian Western world. Personally, anybody who believes we live one lifetime and then move directly to heaven and live blissfully forever is rather ignorant and cannot think for themselves. I'm not going into detail about evolution and how we reincarnate over millions of lifetimes, that is for another video. So, what or who replaces God? Is there a genuine answer that can change a religious person's mindset? Well, I have the answer. It is called creation. What is creation? According to Edward Meyer, creation is an immense, neutral, energetical, and evolutive, pure natural state of energy, a natural evolutive, spirit energetical activity energy. Creation is a pure spirit energetical being state, a radiating energy of spirit light, and therefore not a living creature in the sense of a human being, other creature, therefore also not a divinity in superhuman form. The creation universal consciousness is a natural production of its own evolution just like the human being and all other living creatures as well as the entire universe, and everything existing in it corresponds to the causal forms of evolution given by the creational natural laws. In its natural evolutive energy, it is formed so much higher over all the material and thereby exists so immeasurably high over human beings in a pure spirit energy level that it would be impossible for it to set itself in communicative contact in any way with a human being. So, what Edward is stating here is that creation is evolving on its own natural path, ever evolving and always striving for perfection. As we evolve, creation also evolves, but it has a much higher vibration than humans and we can never communicate with creation on a personal level, we just abide by the natural laws set by creation. I suppose it's like a human being trying to communicate with a single-celled life form. But we have total free will in what we think and do, there is cause and effect for everything, so all living creatures should abide by these natural laws. Spiritual and material work together, therefore all things of all existence in that which is spiritual, physical, and conscious, is integrated into evolution. One of the problems in believing in a deity is that you lose some of your free will and thank God or blame God for whatever happens. Unknowing to most people, your thoughts and actions create reality. We live in a universe of cause and effect, a polarity, yin and yang, etc. Religion takes away the natural laws and inhibits our natural evolutionary path. Take a deep breath and digest this information and think for yourself. Don't rely on a God that doesn't exist. I cannot prove God doesn't or does exist, but creation makes more sense than an old man with a beard who said evil things in the Old Testament. Let's not go there, it doesn't fit the modern narrative. Kindly subscribe and like as I need lots and lots of views. Don't forget, knowledge is power.